The CETA agreement is nearly finalised, but the EU has decided to go for a mixed agreement requiring the agreement of national parliaments. Are you disappointed in this?
No, I wouldn't say we're disappointed. I think we have to welcome the opportunity to make our case, and we believe it's a good case because CETA is a good deal. It's about jobs and growth, and we should all be interested in seeing this kind of inclusive growth for our citizens. And so Canada always expected that we'd want to make the case across our mission network with our partners in all the member states, and we're looking forward to doing that.
One of the contentious issues has been liberalisation of visas for Romania and Bulgaria. Do you think there will be any movement on this as the agreement is ratified?
I think there's been a lot of movement already. We're intensely engaged in discussions with our partners in Romania and Bulgaria. Minister McCallum, Minister of Immigration for Canada, was in Brussels last week. We've got an intensive dialogue underway with technical visits to try and move this one forward. We share the objective of visa-free travel for all EU citizens to Canada. We want to continue to make progress in ways that will get us there. But I can't prejudge the discussion in Canada because we have to follow our legal requirements, which are quite elaborate in these matters. But I'm confident that we'll be making progress.
There have been a lot of dissenting voices on TTIP in particular, but also on CETA. How would you reassure the voices of civil society that have environmental considerations, concerns, and concerns about workers' rights?
Well, I would reassure them by saying we share these concerns. Look, I mean, Canada is your good partner. We're concerned about the environment. We're concerned about sustainable development. We're concerned about labor standards. In fact, we've got separate chapters in the CETA that address these and that make explicit commitments in these areas where we're not imposing standards on each other. In fact, we're committing to jointly review and raise our standards wherever possible, and that we will in no way lower these standards to attract trade or investment. This is explicit in the agreement. So I understand the concerns and I welcome the discussion because these are concerns we share.
During the discussions, you said that it isn't just about an economic question, it's also about shared values. How important is that in the current world as we see it?
Well, you're right. That's an important observation because there are lots of good discussions underway, but often we find ourselves turning inward and looking at the things that divide us. But a point I try and make repeatedly is that the things that unite us are so much more important. There are really significant changes out there in the world, in the structure of global governance and the global economy. It's really important that you know who your friends are and you stick together. And I think that we share common values. We're a community of values. And CETA is the kind of agreement that when we move forward, especially with the parallel strategic partnership agreement, it allows us to confirm those values and to find ways to draw our businesses and our peoples closer together in our greater interest of reinforcing the norms and standards we believe in and that we'd like to see spread.